Hi guys, my name is Emily. Today is September 14th. Today I'm here to share the top 5 books that I would like to see as TV shows. So I'm going to start with one that I always wanted as a TV show as a kid. The author herself felt that it was impossible for this to be turned into a TV show at the time because of the period costumes, the animals, and the magic involved in this world, and that is Tamora Pierce's Tortall Universe. The Lainey series, The Immortals, The Protector of the Small, and then Alana's Children. I think that would make a really cool series. I feel like it's a really rich world, it's a really fun world, and now with Game of Thrones being a thing, it's definitely possible to see fantasy adapted into a TV show. I think this world would be suited to a couple of mini-series, like a mini-series for each quartet. I don't think a movie would work in the same way. So the next thing I would like to see adapted into a TV show is The Never-Ending Story by Michael Ende. I know there are 3 movies, but the first movie seems to be a lot of people's favorite childhood movies. I've never seen it, but I've seen clips of it, and it looks really dated. The Never-Ending Story is a really fun story, and I think it would work well as a TV series or like a TV mini-series. Not only to update sort of the fantastical elements like the special effects, but I think because the story itself is kind of drawn out, I could see this as a TV series. So the next book I would like to see developed into a TV series is the works of Richard Van Camp. The Lesser Blessed, Night Moves, and Godless But Loyal to Heaven. Richard Van Camp is an Indigenous Canadian author, and his short stories tend to be really interconnected. You'll see characters show up in different stories, and I feel like it would be really cool to have these turned into some sort of town drama sort of TV series, because you could go to different places and tell different storylines, and everybody would sort of be united by the show focusing on this town. It would be really cool to see these stories told, to see more Indigenous actors, to see different parts of Canada, and I think it would also be a really important television show to take these stories, which are really important, looking at the effects of colonialism and the residential school system and the continued oppression and racism that Indigenous peoples face. I think it would be a really important and eye-opening show to visually see these stories brought to life. Van Camp's writing is super accessible, the stories are beautiful, and I would highly recommend them, but putting them into a TV format I think would get more people interested in accessing these stories and thinking about these problems in Canada. The next is The Humans by Matt Haig. This is the story of an alien who ends up impersonating a mathematician and sort of assimilating into his life, and just all of the conundrums that happen when you are an alien trying to pretend to be a human, and humans are fucking weird. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved this book, and I think that you could very easily make some sort of dramedy out of it. I think it would be a nice balance between just the sort of slapstick kind of comedy of being new at being human and the drama of realizing what it means to be a human. And I think it could continue on beyond the end of the book. I think you could follow the book for a little bit, but still continue on, and I think it would still be a very touching show that could go a couple of seasons. The last thing that I would like to see as a television show is the Harry Potter series. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble for saying this, but a lot of the movies were either too close to the books and it didn't adapt well to film. A film adaptation should stand alone, and a lot of the Harry Potter films did not stand alone. They were trying to cover too much in too short an amount of time. Just based on how the Harry Potter books are written, kind of in that Sherlock Holmes style where every chapter is a cliffhanger. The series could easily be a television series. The problems that I see with that is that you're focused on children. So children have a very short amount of time that they're allowed to film for, and they age really quickly. Being able to pump out this television show and still have realistic looking children is a giant limitation on why you couldn't do this as a TV show. I mean, I still feel like it could be done, but you would have to, I think, make certain adaptations, maybe make the characters a little bit older so they could work longer, that kind of stuff. but I feel like a TV show would allow us to explore more characters, and the Harry Potter series is really limited because it's from Harry's narrative point of view. If Harry doesn't see it, it doesn't happen. But having a television show, maybe more in the style of Game of Thrones, where you follow different characters and you see different characters' perspectives on things, I think would be really interesting to sort of flesh out the Harry Potter narrative that we're already familiar with the texts and the current films. Those are the 5 books that I would like to see as TV series. Let me know in the comments down below, what is one book that you would like to see adapted into a TV series? Like I mentioned last week, if you're enjoying this series, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if I should keep doing them. You can connect with me on social media, keep up with my reading on Instagram and Goodreads. Links for all of my social media are in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!